All right, friendos, welcome back to yet another exciting stream. Today is Tuesday, March 31st, 2026. Today will actually officially close out the first 25% of the year. Well, that's actually not fair now that I think about it. It actually will close out the first 25% of the months of the year. However, if I had to guess, let's see, 61, no, it's going to be 62 plus 28 is going to be 90. 90 into 365 is roughly, it's going to be a little less than 4. So technically, we're going to be a little less than 25% of the way through the year. So I guess 25% of the way through the year is going to be like on Thursday, right? Thursday, Friday, sometime this week, we will actually cross the threshold and enter into the second 25% of the year. So, but the point being that the year is just flying by. It's flying by. But so I hope that I hope of the goals that you set for 2026, I hope you have accomplished at least 25% of them. Because if you haven't, then you're going to have to be Russian. You're going to be Russian. Not like Putin Russian, but you're going to be in a hurry to get the rest of those done. So I hope everybody's doing fine. But how's everybody doing? I mean, come on. Tomorrow's hump day, and then before you know it, it's going to be time for the pre-weekend. So the weekend's practically over. For some reason, I have a lot of saliva in my mouth. Let me pay some attention here for a sec. I you know what? I need to come up with some kind of system of some button where I can just be like, I need to pay attention here, and then some type of like kitten that's like hitting a ball back and forth or something like that. But until I do that, give me 1 second. All right, give me 1 minute. Okay. No, wait. Okay. Alrighty. So let's just jump into it. There's a couple of things that I do want to discuss this evening on tonight's stream, but let's let a few people kind of straggle in. It's always very quiet for the first 10-15 minutes of the stream, but then usually around 4:30 people will start coming in, and then we have some updates in terms of what Lisa talked about last night. I actually have some insider information that I have been granted permission to share, but I don't want to share it until there's more people. At least a few people are in here. I don't see anybody in here right now. Is there anybody? Am I just talking to myself? Has the stream started? Okay, the stream has started. So at least, I mean, we're already ahead of the curve there. So at least that's happening for us. Okay, so until people start kind of coming in, let's just do this. So I did a little bit of work. Whoa, what button did I push? What button was that? What button was that? Like literally, I don't know what button I pushed. But let's just do a little terrain editing and chill, and then we'll talk about Lisa once a few more people get in here. Now, I was complaining either last night or... Are you serious? What shortcut is it that keeps doing this? Okay. I'm going to calm down. I'm going to stay calm, but so what I am doing right now is I'm holding down the shift and the W and the D keys and the right mouse button. So if I let up, okay, so the problem is I think if I let up the right mouse button, okay. So Control W does this. So I am going to get rid of that shortcut because I'm sick of that happening. Now, how do I, oh wait, I just saw, right as I clicked project settings, I saw shortcuts, but is it in here? No, I don't see it, but it probably is somewhere buried in there, but let's just go to shortcuts here. Okay, so okay, I mean, this is not a terrible interface. I don't hate it, but how do I find something by, okay. Wait. I already forgot what the shortcut was. Let me just put this over here. It was something W, right? Okay. So is it just the W key? No, it's capital W. No, it's not even capital W. It's literally Shift W. Okay. So I think I can probably find it by going Shift W here. Well, let's see. Shift W. Okay, so is this it? Fly, move forward. Okay, so that's W. I don't hate this interface, but I want to figure out, okay. Scene view, render mode, shaded wireframe. Scene view. Okay, render mode. And then so basically I just wanted, I literally just, okay, here we go. Why does this say Alt-1? That's not what it is. Let's see, does Alt-1 actually do what it, let's see. If I go over here, all right, what if we go to Alt-1? Well, okay, Alt-1 kind of does what you think, but I want to get rid of that Shift-W shortcut. Like, that is bitten me one too many times. Here's Shift mouse. Oh, come on. Shift. Okay, scene view, render mode, shaded wireframe. Okay, can I sort? Oh, my stars and garters. Why would I be able to sort? Like, why? Why would you support that? Who wants to sort? Oh, my God. Okay. Render mode, shaded wireframe. So I basically have to just look through here. Okay, context, scene view. This is kind of terrible. Okay, Shift W, here we go. Okay, so I want to delete this. How do I delete this? Remove shortcut. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So now if I go in here and I do Shift W, nothing happens unless I'm holding Shift W down with the right mouse button. And now if I let go of the right mouse button, nothing happens. Perfect. That's what I wanted. It was driving me nuts. But that's all right. We have figured out how to successfully set shortcuts in Unity. All righty. So let's just do some chilling. Let's just do some editing and chill. All right. I don't know why I need to keep saying that, but that's what I'm going to keep saying. I need these to look more natural. Let's see. Slope, flatten, brush size. Ugh, not that natural. That's a little too much. All right, so if I come over here, no, Matthew is in the house. I'm making radio stations with copyright-free music and AI host voiceovers. How is Lisa? That's I saw your whatever you posted. Like, I saw you posted in Discord, and I was like, you know what? I need to tell him to make that modular enough so that I can import it. But junior programmers are terrible at modularization. They're fucking awful at it. So we'll see. So make it modular. Do your best. I mean, I know as a junior programmer, what was that? What was that? Okay. I think there I hit Shift F. What did I hit? I don't know what that was. I don't know what key combination I hit because I want to get rid of it, whatever it was, but I don't know how it was. How is Lisa? I'm going to wait for a few more people to get into the chat room. Hopefully some more people will join, or maybe it's just Matthew and I tonight. Who knows? I feel like the chat room, it's either like a bumping crowd or it's just me and Matthew. There's no in between. It's either like a bunch of people or just me and Matthew. So tonight, it's still early in the stream. It could go either way. Like, I don't know. Maybe it'll just be Matthew and I, but I don't know. No, I saw the but I saw what you did with the radio stations. It looks cool. I mean, that's actually a really that's a cool idea. And then there was the other. I was watching Asmongold, and he was playing some game, and then like I was like, he was playing a game that had a very common mechanic, a mechanic that tons of games have, and it was basically not that. Oh, we never looked at that dude's pull request. Maybe we'll do that later too. But basically the mechanic is an NPC interaction system, basically like choose your own adventure kind of thing, right? Just like, so like I picture that like you can go up to the guard. So maybe like before the guard is aggro, you go up to the guard and then you can like, talk to the guard, and then like you can have a choice of things you want to say, and then he'll respond, and like just basically just like a tree, and then you could kind of try to persuade him into like well, I mean, all of that stuff is still to be seen, but of course my mind then goes to, well, how can we incorporate AI into this such that you can do freeform, just like freeform conversations, but we're not a AAA game studio yet, so I think we just got to just stick to basics. All right, let's see. What was that? Okay. It's like Control F. Oh, I'm sorry, Shift F. I don't think it's just F. Okay, it's just F. But it feels, I don't know, it feels new. Okay, let's just do a little bit of editing down here. Let's just keep this. Let's try to stay focused, all right? Let's see if we can get some of this done tonight instead of just like, oh my gosh, why is this not working? All right, we're going to go over here. Okay. All right, Papa is hungry. I am hungry. I need to think about dinner and oh man. Oh, so I guess my phone had been acting really weird starting like a few weeks ago. And so I went last week, I think I talked about this, how I went to the AT&T store to get a new phone. And so I got my new phone, and I kind of hate it. Like the way the phone functions is fine, but I'm not very happy with the size. So I went back over the weekend to try and exchange it for the smaller one. So this is the S26 Plus. And I wanted to exchange it for the S26, which is a normal size, the size of the phone that I had for years. And I went back over the weekend, and literally there was a guy there, and this is starting to really piss me off. So there was a guy there, and he literally got the last S26. So they told me, so there was this guy that the guy that worked there that was helping me. He was like this guy with like, he had like this, he just looked like the kind of guy that played D&D. And I know you know what I'm talking about. He played D&D. There is no question about it. And so he's helping me out. Nice guy. Like nothing, I don't have anything against people that play D&D. I mean, if you want to be a virgin until you're 50, that's fine. But so he helps me out, and he's like, yeah, we just gave away our last S26. And so he gives me a business card, and he says, usually we get shipments on Monday or Tuesday. So here's the card for the store, right? Give the store a call, on Monday or Tuesday to make sure we have the phone in, and then you can come in and swap it out. Okay, fair enough. Good deal. Good deal, right? And he gives me a business card. He tells me normally Monday or like Monday, Tuesday to get new shipments in. So today's Tuesday. I didn't do it yesterday, so today's Tuesday. Like, I rearranged like a few things at work so that I could go to the mall during the day. And I call the number on the business card. Let me show you. I called the number on the business card. This is a telephone company that they gave me a business card for their store. Here's what we got.
Your call cannot be completed at this time. Please try again later.
This is a phone company. A phone company. This is what the business card and the phone number that they gave me. So I had to go up to the store, but I'm thinking like, okay, it's Tuesday. Surely they've got new phones. No, they didn't have any phones in. No. The S26, no. But luckily, the D&D guy was not there, and I was dealing with the manager, so he arranged it all, and so it's being shipped to me, so I got to wait. So once it gets shipped to me, I got to swap it out, and I got to mail this one back, and then I have to take my old phone up to the store because it's a trade-in kind of thing, and it's a who's it and a what's it. All right, let me pay some attention here. Oops. Okay. All right. So I have paid attention there. I'm just going to do some more editing. Try not to press the F key to do the super zoom. I don't know why the super zoom is suddenly just like giving me a hard time, but it is. Is there... Okay. So a lot of terrains, what they have is a nice slope. I'm sorry. A lot of terrain tools where you can like press point A and point B, and then it'll slope the area in between to a nice gradual slope. That's what I want. Surely there is something like that. But then again, this is the game framework that where it's impossible to snap two things together. So who knows? Who knows? All right, let me see. We got that. All right. Unity, terrain, editing, slope between 2 points. Let's see. The bridge tool. The best approach is to use a bridge tool from the official terrain tools package to modify the terrain height map. Select the bridge tool. Paint terrain, sculpt bridge. Okay. All right. All right. I'm a little encouraged here. Sculpt bridge. Ooh. Okay. Connects 2 points on a terrain, creating a bridge. Well, that's not quite what I want. Hold control click to select the starting position. Release control click to end the position. Okay, so let's try this. Let's just go... Release control click. All right, that did nothing. Okay, that kind of worked, I guess. I mean, I guess that is what I want, right? I mean, if I'm being fair, control click. Okay, I mean, okay, I can't complain too much. Let's look at what tools there are. Width profile, height offset profile, strength profile, horizontal offset profile. There's not a lot of options here. There are some. Unity terrain is only starting to get updates again. Massively underdeveloped feature, but can still be amazing if done right with some extra tools. Well, no, you know, I was watching a video. I was watching good old Asmongold, and he was talking about, what was the engine he was talking about? The S and game engine sandbox. I'm not quite understanding what it is. It just sounded like a free form kind of pseudo engine, pseudo game where like it's almost like Minecraft. Like it almost reminds me kind of like Minecraft, but it's a little more programmery. Like I didn't quite understand. And then of course in the video that Asmongold was watching, they show cutscenes of like somebody, you know, like somebody plugged into the Matrix doing the programming, but that person's using Unity. Like that, I was like, oh, that's Unity. I recognize Unity. Yeah, do that for bass, then smooth out. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Let's see something. Let's take this to an extreme. Let's start here and then go here. Oh, I've seen that. It's just an extension of Source 2. But I don't know. I don't even know what Source 2 is. What is Source 2? But apparently the guy who wrote it made tons of money. Like tons of money. Source 2 is a video game engine developed by Valve. The engine was announced in 2015 as the successor of Source of the original Source engine. With the first game to use it, Dota 2 being ported from Source the same year. Other Valve games such as Artifact Dota, Underlords, Half-Life, Counter-Strike, and Deadlock have been produced with this engine. So, okay. Yeah, so I think what I'm saying about the sandbox thing, it's literally just because like one of the features they were touting was like hot reload, and like which I mean you could argue Unity has. I mean Unity has it to some extent, and but it's just Xbox is a spiritual successor of Gary's mod and a love letter to Source 2. Play hundreds of community-made games from shooters and platformers to puzzles and racers. Team up with friends. Like, I mean... it looks great. It looks great. It looks like it looks very powerful, but I don't get it. I don't know. Asmongold seemed very excited about it, but I was just like, I don't know. I don't know. But I mean... But, you know, because a lot of gamers take themselves really seriously as gamers. Like, the way that and like Asmongold does this, and then, he does this quite a bit. And then there's another guy, I forget his name. I forgot, what the hell is, whatever. But there's a lot of gamers who, they take their role as a gamer very seriously. Like it's incredible to hear these people talk about their skill with video games as though it's equivalent to that of a professional athlete. And I refuse to admit that equivalency. I refuse that there is any type of equivalency between a video gamer and a professional athlete. But I mean, you ever hear these gamers talk about themselves? Oh yeah, no, I'm really, really good at video games. Like, I'm just really good at video games. Like, what are you, like, you might, like, it's like bragging about being good at jerking off. Like, who cares? Like, literally, like, it's insane listening to some of these gamers talk about themselves and that the level of importance that they give themselves as gamers. Like, you're playing a fucking video game, dude. You're not curing cancer. Calm down. I bet the guy that helped me at the AT&T store, the D&D guy, I bet he was one of those. Okay. Let's I don't know about this. I mean the bridge thing, it's doing exactly what I wanted to do. I mean, I guess I could smooth it out, but I'm not going to deal with that. I'm just going to do it manually. I think it's going to look better manually anyway, too. Okay, let's just kind of pull things down. Control plus click to decrease. All right. I think I probably want to... what's the shortcut to rotate? There's a shortcut for rotating. I literally just discovered the shortcut for rotating a couple minutes ago before the stream. Okay. So if I hold D down, but there's a way, no, pressing R is not it. Brush strength. I don't know why I have so much trouble saying brush. Let's increase the size. That'll make Not Sure happy if he was here to enjoy it. All right. Well, if nobody pops in, I'm dying to read. So Lisa crafted a text message to her boyfriend, and that the one that she wants to break up with, and she sent me a copy of it, and she said she was going to talk. She's like, we were texting a little before the stream, and she said that she is on her way to therapy now and is going to talk to her therapist about it. And then I didn't ask her to send it to me. She just sent it to me, which I thought was awesome. And then I was like, can I read this on the stream? And she said yes. And she said she's going to go to therapy and that she would pop in after therapy to see what we think. So I'm dying to read it because I just saw the block of text. I haven't read it myself. I read like the first sentence. I was like, no, I need to save this for an authentic reaction. I need to have an authentic reaction. All right. Whoa. I really can't see this. Is there anything else? Let me see. I mean, that helps actually. That actually does help quite a bit to see in the shadow. It's not a breakup text, is it? Well, yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing. Oh, yeah. I mean, I see what you're getting at. Like, yeah, she's breaking up with them through text. It's just kind of like, oh, come on. But I got to say, I can't falter too much. I did it too. I was in a relationship with this woman. Oh, it's so bad. I don't even want to admit this, but I was in a relationship with. This was my relationship that I found as I was going through cancer, and so I was with this woman from 2009 to 2013. So about 4 years, and she not only was she living with me, her little daughter was living with me too. They were both living with me, and yeah. And so, but I wanted to break up with her. I needed to break up with her, and like I kind of lost all attraction to her. Like I lost physical attraction to her, and it wasn't because she fundamentally changed physically. All right, I'm not naming names, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but the main reason that I kind of, well, I would say what triggered it, right? The catalyst for me losing physical attraction. She would go 3, 4, sometimes 5 days without showering, without bathing, and would want to have sex. And I'm like, you know, I'm sure you're taking a shit in that time. And like, even though it doesn't require me to like go in depth down there, right? Like, I mean, like my nose doesn't have to get anywhere near the smelly parts, but it's like still, like, well, first of all, still there's going to be some odor, and it just like but it just on the surface of it, it's just it's just an unattractive quality despite the smelling, right? Even if you don't stink, it's still an unattractive quality. And like we talked about it, and like she was just like, well, I don't do anything. Like that was her big excuse, was like, I don't do anything. Like, I mean, because she worked from home, right? So she was home all day, and I worked from home too. Well, at that time I was like going in like 2 or 3 days a week, working from home 2 or 3 days a week. And but even like I shower every day. There was one day maybe 6 months ago that I went without showering for an entire day. And the reason I remember that is because it had to have been decades since I had last done that I had gone an entire day without showering. I always shower at least once a day, sometimes twice a day. In the summer, I usually shower twice a day. And I've been like that for a very long time, since puberty. I remember like when I was around 11 or 12, there was a while there where I was like showering like once a month, but I was 11. I mean, but then as soon as I discovered girls, and that like I wanted to like have girlfriends, I was like, I became very, very hygienic. And so I shower constantly, not constantly, but you know what I mean? I shower all the time. And so like I'm here, and also it's like when I'm with, like, I like to be clean for the person I'm with, because I will get stuck in my head so easily when it comes to sex. Like I'll get stuck because I'll be like, oh my God, what if I feel like this is how women think all the time. Like, oh my God, what if I stink? Oh my God, is my breath okay? Oh my God, am I crushing her? Oh my God, is she comfortable? Oh my God, she made a face. Is she getting bored? I'll get stuck in my head so much. And so like the last thing I need is to be unclean and then just be like, oh my God, do I smell? Oh my God, do I stink? Like no. So I make an effort to be clean for my partner, but not just for my partner, but also for me, because then I can relax and enjoy it. And so, but her entire argument was like, well, I don't do anything. Like, well, why do I need to shower? I'm not sweating. I'm not doing anything. And I'm like, you're taking a shit, aren't you? Like, I assume you are. I assume you're going to the bathroom. So I don't know. Matthew says not showering is also not the way. Let me see. Lisa says, I know. Let me see. Justin, sorry, buddy. I haven't had time to check out your content. Everything going okay? My friend Justin is checking in with me. He's been drinking, I'm sure. There's no question in my mind. Okay, that's a quiet man. You know, last night's stream was really fun. It was like it was a nice crowd. It was a nice sized crowd. Whereas tonight, it's just Matthew. It's just me and Matthew, just two bros hanging out with no pants. I mean, what? No, just two bros hanging out. All right, let me see. We got this. That's gonna look terrible. See, you see that right there? That's gonna look terrible. Maybe I can do something like this. Yeah, no, not showering. And then the girlfriend I had after her was like always showered, just always clean, always clean. Loved it, loved it. It was like going from night to day, night and day. It was amazing. It was so amazing. You know, I also went through a lot of trouble to create images for the streams, to schedule. So like YouTube, like if you look at ways to like how to get more people in your YouTube stream. Like one of the things it says is to schedule the streams. Like I think they recommend 48 hours in advance. Because then that helps the algorithm. So I did all of these things. And what thanks do I get? What thanks do I get? I mean, I make these funny thumbnails with these funny titles. I schedule them ahead of time. And what do I get? What do I get? Matthew. That's what I get. That's what I get. I just get Matthew. I'm going to try streaming on Twitch. From what I have heard, it's worse. Twitch will bury you even more than YouTube does. But let me know how it goes. Maybe you know what? Matthew's going to become a mega streamer. He's going to be bigger than Hassan Piker. Or who's the old guy? Like not the old guy. I mean, he's probably younger than me. The very not famous, but the very popular programmer guy. He's probably in his 40s. He has a mustache. He's all like he's I know you know him. Like if you have seen like because he does shorts quite a bit. Popular programmer streamers on YouTube. Let's see. I feel like I would recognize his name if I saw it. Let's see. Live Coding Garden. I don't know. Kevin Powell, maybe? No. Is it this guy? No, that's not him. On YouTube with a mustache. I think this is
Hi. This is one of the first times I've ever done a really large crowd.
That is him. That's him. What's his name? I got to go to YouTube to find out his name. The Prime Time. Yeah, that's him. He's popular, isn't he? He's pretty popular. Yeah, 26,000 views streamed 5 days ago. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. Like, how do I get that? How do I get that? Okay, so to sign up for his members, I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes here. So, all right, $1.99 for the memberships. How much am I charging you guys? I remember I did it the cheapest. I can't remember if 99 cents is the cheapest or if $1.99 is the cheapest. Access to live VODs, $4.99 a month. VODs plus trying to support equals $15 a month. Oh, the Primogen. 1 million subscribers. So he's doing this full time. That is his job. Yeah, no, I was telling somebody last night. I was like, yeah, I've got like 6 paying subscribers now. 6 paying subscribers. If I can just get 9,000 more, I can quit my day job. That's all I need. Just 9,000 more. And that would be a bit of a pay cut, but I could do it. I could quit my job. Yeah. Maybe I need to be more active on social media. Maybe that's what I need to do. Let's see, because he's got 350,000 followers on Twitter. I've got. Let's see. I'm not far behind. I'm not that far behind. I've got 40. So, 350,000 to. So I just need 349,960 more followers, and I'll pretty much be on the same level as him. But does he have an awesome collection of thumbnails for his streams? I'm actually very proud of the thumbnail collection that I have amassed in the past few months of the stream. About doing this stream is making these stupid thumbnails. I love it. It's so much fun. He does not. He does. He doesn't have these awesome little thumbnails. So yeah, who's better? Paying attention over here for a minute. Here. Alrighty. Oh, I think I did set height. That's what I did before. And then that helps. Let's see. No, it's not gonna. Yeah, it's gonna smooth it out eventually. So if that's 60, what if I do set height of 62, just a little above? Okay, so it's gonna just even it out really quickly. If I just make this really soft. You know, now that I have this other idea, or not this this other thing I want to work on, it's like, I want to work on the dialogue system. Like I really want to work on that. But, you know, let me just do some terrain editing. Let me try to finish one thing. Let me just try to finish. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, that's probably going to change a little bit. I like your thumbnails, Matthew says. I do too, but thank you, Matthew. I like my thumbnails too. I think they're so stupid. That's why I love them, because they're so stupid. They're so stupid. I love it. Like, I mean, I have pretty much every single one. So I think it was back in it was sometime towards the end of the summer is when I started making them like this. But oh my God, they're so good. Like I like this one. This one, fun of Matthew and not Shore's comforting him. Oh, time to get surgery. Oh, now we're all falling asleep. Oh, come on. This is wait, during a snowstorm, what are we doing? We're making snowmen and we're shoveling snow and we're doing sledding. Oh, come on. So I got some news in terms of traveling, and I was like, God damn it, I feel like every time that like I start getting some like momentum in myself when it comes to the stream, every time that like I start like really enjoying it, and I feel like, oh wow, like like I'm enjoying it, and like people are enjoying it, and blah blah blah. So I'm going to be going away for like a month or so. So because I'm going to Portugal next week, which I mentioned, and then I got approval to go back to South Korea. So I'm going to go to South Korea from Portugal, and then my dad really wants me to go to Bolivia. So I'm like, all right, am I literally going to go from here is my proposal. Here is my proposal to go from. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's measure distance. We're going to go from the U.S. to Portugal, right? And then from Portugal to South Korea. That's a big jump. And then South Korea to Bolivia. And then back home, right? So that's 24, almost 28,000 miles of traveling. And I'm hoping, if I end up doing this, I'm hoping to do it in this order. So when in December, I circled the planet going the other way, going from east to west. Because I went from DC to California to South Korea to Seychelles to home, right? So I went east to west. This time, I'm hoping to circle the planet going the other way. So I think that would be kind of neat. All right, give me one sec. So anyway, so again, I'm going back to like where like last night was a prime example where like last night I finished the stream and I'm telling my wife, I'm like, oh, it was a fun stream. Like I had a lot of fun doing that stream last night. Like even in the members only section, it was really fun. And then today it's like, oh yeah, no, you're going to South Korea. So I'm going to be gone for a month, and you know how reliable I am when it comes to streaming when I'm traveling. So it's like, So I'm like, all right, well, I could stream when I'm in Portugal because that's GMT, I think. What time is it in Portugal? What time is it in Lisbon? So it's 9:49. I think that's the same time zone as Matthew. Is it 4? No, 5. Yeah, it is. No. Matthew's 4 hours ahead. This is 5 hours ahead. So I'm like, okay, I could stream while I'm in Lisbon. I could. I don't know that I will, but I could. Like I could stream at like 8 p.m. Lisbon time, which would be 3 p.m. here. Which, okay, maybe that'll work for some people. Maybe, right? So I'm like, okay, I could do that. But am I going to? Because I'm going there to hang out with my daughter. So I'm going to be getting dinner with her. So it's like, okay. And then when I'm in South Korea, I'm like, okay, I guess I could. And then in Bolivia, yeah, I could stream when I'm in Bolivia. But like South Korea, like, I don't know, man. We've lived 1,000 lives together, Matthew says. Yes, talking about the thumbnails. Oh, the adventures we've been on. The adventures we've seen. It's been crazy. Ooh, wow. I think I need to see a doctor. Because, like, I'm constantly feeling like I need to puke. I'm constantly feeling nauseous, which can't be good. Okay, let's see. Let's do some slope flatten. Like right now, I feel like I gotta puke, but it's that same feeling of like hunger puke, right? Where like I feel hungry but nauseous at the same time. Did the music stop? It did stop. So I want there to be more cliffs, basically. So why don't we just do this? We'll just do set height. We'll do this right here. We'll do this over here. We'll set the height there. And then we'll just draw it out to the water. Basically draw it out where we want it. And then we'll carve it out as we've been doing with the other bits of land. Oh, wait, maybe I'll do this instead. My idiot dog barking. Okay. See, I think also, because I need another beach, right? Like, so the main town is going to be over here. So, like the town, oops, no. So like Matthew, in terms of like resources and town size, what I'm thinking is about this big. No. Come on. Actually, maybe we can carve some of that off, right? Like, yeah. So, like, the town itself will be, I want it to be about this big, like of this little area here. Not obviously not occupying every square inch, but I would like a nice little roadmap. As much as I wanted to keep the mysterious town of Atlantis, I am going to get rid of it. I did want to keep it, but I just wonder in terms of like resources and like, you know, I guess as long as we don't have fog, as long as it's never foggy in this world, we'll be fine. But then I want another beach. There needs to be like another beach on the other side of the island. And then it needs to have some way to get there. So like, let's just kind of draw it out. Whoops, no. Like here. Let's see, we could probably do like this. Right? And then actually... Fucking God, what did I just do? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, I'm going to make the entire game. Okay. What I wanted to do was this and this, right? I want to do that. Okay, now I want to make the entire game asset route. I want to make it unselectable. That's basically what I just need to make everything like unselectable, because that's just what gets me in the problem is just being able to select everything. terrain, that's fine. And then, like, the thing is like, I sit here and, like, I'll just hit these key combinations, and then I'm like, oh, God, what thing did I delete that I don't realize I've deleted? Like, what setting have I changed that I don't realize I've changed? Like, that's what terrifies me. I'm very tired, Matthew says. Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. I am about to lose my fucking mind. Because now, because that fucking process keeps stealing focus, and oh my god, I'm about to fucking lose it. I wanted to type something because I was like, ah ha ha, this is gonna be funny, ha ha ha. This is what I wanted to type. This is what I wanted to play. And Will Tyler is in the chat room saying, be right back. Did Not Sure ever come back? Did he ever come back? Like, literally. Like, I mean, as far as I know, he's still on the stream. He just went away for a little bit, and, like, he's not back. He's not back. He did not come back. No, he did not. No, he's still away. Like, what the hell is he doing? Okay. We almost have a quorum. We almost have enough of a quorum to read Lisa's breakup letter to her boyfriend. I really want to read this. Like I said, she sent it to me. I still haven't read it, but let's see. Okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to make like a bay, right? Let's look at a couple of bay. Like, let's see. I'm trying to think of a place. You know what? Gore Island had a nice one. This is this island off the coast of Senegal. I went there. It was actually really cool. Yeah, like this. You see? So maybe we just have this part sticking out and then it comes back and around. Okay. Right, like... And there is Lisa. Lisa is in the house. She says hi. So, Lisa, I still have not read your letter. I still haven't read it out. But now that you are here, I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it to everybody. Will Tyler says, I have another 48 minutes, but my internet is going to drop out for 5 to 6 minutes. It's difficult being poor. Jesus Christ, Will. Get some solid internet. Okay, here is Lisa's breakup letter to her boyfriend. This is going to be a live reaction because I haven't read it. I read like the first sentence, and then I was like, I need to save this for an authentic live reaction. Okay? All right, are we ready? Let's go. Here is Lisa's text message to her boyfriend. I don't know that it's been sent. We'll discuss it in a minute. Matthew says, my radio station is modular as fuck, by the way. I don't believe you. I literally don't. Like, because I suspect that there's probably like 7 different things that you have to bring with it that are unrelated to it. So I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Okay, here's the letter. Let me read it. Let me read the text. I'm sending you this as a text because I don't know how else to do this. I'm not good with words in person, and this honestly makes me feel more secure. I am not happy. I haven't been happy in a while, and I think you can tell that too. I feel stuck. I am not sure who I am or where I want to be, and I need to take time for myself. I already don't like this. Okay. To work on myself and figure it out. I do not want to be in a relationship anymore. It hurts me that I feel this way, and I wanted to not feel this way, but I can't help it. I can't change the fact that I'm unhappy and that I don't want to be in a relationship. And I'm sorry I haven't spoken up sooner or given you a chance to do anything. This is another reason why I need to not be in a relationship. Effective communication is so important in a relationship, and I don't have that. I don't have the ability to sit down with you and say this to your face, which is a disservice to you and me. We both deserve to be happy, and I'm not happy. And it's not your job to make me happy. It's my job to figure it out and be happy before I get in a relationship. So this is very much it's me, not you kind of thing, which is, I feel like that's a cop-out. Like, honestly, like, Lisa, I love you, but I feel that this is look, I'm not judging. I have, Lisa knows my relationship history, so I'm not saying this from any position of like, no, this is just my honest observation. I feel that you're copping out a little bit on this. I feel, yeah. I know it's not you, it's me. It's very much it's you, it's not me. And but is it actually the case that it's you, not him? Like, and I feel that like it's not, because I want to ask the question, like, if he was the perfect boyfriend, would you still be breaking up with him? Because if it was honestly a you and not him thing, then the answer is yes, you would still be breaking up even with the perfect boyfriend. But I don't think you would be breaking up with the perfect boyfriend. So, and one of the reasons I say that is because when you've talked to me about this and when you've talked to us about this, it's always been on the pretext of this is what he is doing, or this is what he is doing that is making me feel lacking. Like, this is how he is doing something not ideal, right? So if it was honestly a you thing, then your conversations would be more from the perspective of, I feel that I'm not this. I feel that I'm not doing this. Whereas you've always been saying, I feel that he's not doing this, or I feel that he's lacking this. Lisa says, but I also know that I'm right in the fact that I don't have effective communication. It definitely is a lot him, but I'm trying to mitigate his feelings, which is bad for me. Don't mitigate his feelings. Don't. And the reason, because if you mitigate his, like, this sounds, if I'm your boyfriend and I'm receiving this, I think to myself, oh, I can still win her back. Like, all I need to do is prop her up. Not prop her up. I need to just feed her ego, or let her know that she is beautiful and she is special and that she is no, there is still, I'm reading this as a boyfriend. I'm thinking that the relationship can still be salvaged. And I think that's going to cause more pain in the long run than you just being like, there's no saving this. It's both you and me. You suck, I suck. Let's just go our separate ways. Yeah. He needs to know he played a part in the separation. Absolutely he does. He absolutely does. Because if you let him think that it's all you, he's going to think, oh, well, we can fix this still. He's going to think there's a chance. Otherwise, he may think he wasn't a problem and never learns from it. Or he might think that there was no problem. I think you need to be a little, and this is coming from men. I assume your therapist is a woman, so I assume that because Lisa mentioned that she was going to therapy and she wanted to, read this to her therapist and see what her therapist thought. I assume that's a woman, in which case, everything she said is absolute shit. Do not listen to her. Women are stupid when it comes to men and relationships in general. Just ignore her. These are men. And you're sending this message to a man. This message reads as, oh, I can still salvage this relationship. If you really want to you're not going to mitigate his pain. The only thing you can mitigate is the amount of time in which he is in pain. So you can mitigate that by being a little harsh and by being, this is over, and this is why. The fact that I haven't told him how I've been feeling and haven't given him a chance before dumping this on him. Yeah, rip it off. Just like Matthew says, you got to rip it off. Rip it off. Don't try to mitigate. Like I said, you're not going to be able to mitigate his hurt. You're only going to be able to mitigate the amount of time that he is hurt. This message is just going to prolong his hurting. So if you honestly care and you honestly don't want him to hurt for as long, or if you want to be able to mitigate mitigate's the word of the day apparently, but if you want to be able to mitigate for the amount of time that he is hurting, be a little harsh and put some blame on him. Don't even put some blame on him. I would say put most of the blame on him. And he'll come back and he'll promise to change and all that shit. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. The 100% worst part of my breakup was how long she dragged it out. Rip it. It's true. It's true. And I'm not good at that. I am very much I understand cognitively, frontal lobe. I understand that it's best to just rip it off, but I am very much a slow rip guy. When it comes to breakups and relationships, I am a slow rip guy. All right. Rip it like one of Addie Goes Places farts. It's true. I fart a lot. I do fart a lot. Okay. I need to figure out what I'm doing for dinner. I don't know if my wife is making anything tonight. This might be a you're on your own kind of night. The nerve. The nerve. She goes and works all day and then doesn't even have the common courtesy to make me dinner. God, women these days. All right, let me see. All right, so I'm thinking the town will be about this big. Maybe we can bring this in a little. Oh, nope. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that. And you have a nice little bay there. And then over here, something like that. And then some road connecting them. Lisa says, lately I've felt more like sex object than you than a partner you care about. And being unable to tell you that without worrying about how you feel is a problem. I say I'm not a fan of that either, because now that sounds like you're giving him a chance to fix it. Oh, this is man. Breakups aren't easy. You know what, Lisa, give me his phone number. I'm gonna call him on stream. I'll take care of this. I'll handle this. Don't you worry about a thing, baby. I'll call him. I'll make sure that you guys are broken up. No problem. Just text me his number. I'll take care of it. Will Tyler says, start a fight as a pretext for the breakup like a normal woman. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's not only women that do that. Okay. You're breathing too loudly. I'm done. Or a female adjacent male. Oh. I think Will Tyler is trying to define one of those 2026 women. All right, let me see. Okay, there we go. I think this map is looking great, if you ask me. And I mean, you did ask me, so I think this map is looking great. Okay, no. Okay, let me focus. Let me focus. There's no fixing this. We can't come back from this. I'm not going to change my mind. Well, that's better. That's an improvement. That's an improvement. It still needs some work. Let's see. Let me see. Let's ask AI. Let's see what AI says. Craft a breakup text message from a I think you're mid-30s. I think you might be late, or I'm going to say mid-30s year-old woman to a 40-year-old man who she's been in a relationship with for 5 years. Here is the rough draft of the breakup text, but craft it so that a man will understand that the relationship is over. Okay, let me paste the text message in there. Let's see what AI comes up with. Oh, wait. Be succinct. Where the hell's my cursor? Oh, I think I might have done the limit of really? No. Be succinct and to the point. Here is the rough draft. Okay, let's see what AI comes up with. Not cohabitating, just ghost them? No, can't do that. Okay, here we go. This is a difficult message to send, but being direct is the kindest thing you can do. Oh, wait. Okay, here is a firm, clear, and respectful version. I'm sending this via text because I struggle to express these feelings in person, but I need to be honest. I am not happy, and I've realized that I no longer want to be in this relationship. I need to be on my own to work on myself and my communication. This isn't a request for change or break. I've reached a point where I need to move on. We both deserve to be with people who can give 100%, and I can't do that anymore. I'm sorry for not speaking up sooner. My decision is final. I wish you the best. This is actually really good. This is actually, you know what, Lisa? I'm gonna send this to you. I'm gonna send this to you as a text message. Change it however you need, but this is actually really good. I like this actually a lot. It leaves no wiggle room, and that's what you need to not do. You need to leave absolutely no wiggle room at all, because a guy who, like, if he's really heartbroken and you give a little bit of wiggle room, he's going to take it. He will take it. So you need to leave no wiggle room. Yeah, yes, Lisa. Be sure to end the text message with, "Would you like me to help you draft a follow-up response in case he has to meet in person?" Yeah, I also tried to latch onto it. Yeah, you will. Yeah. All right, boys. I'm gonna go take a leak. I'll be right back. All right, boys, I'm back. Yeah, no, I'm actually really impressed with AI's version of this breakup letter, breakup text. I think that's actually really good. Okay, wait a minute. Now my father's messaging me. Wait, Dad, you already sent me that. Is my dad okay? He sent me like the same message twice. So my brother and his wife are going to Bolivia. So my dad is very, very weird. He's very weird. So not weird. Okay. Weird's not the right word. So my dad from Bolivia, right? That's why I have these ties to Bolivia. I know. Random. It's not that I just have an affinity for this random landlocked South American country. No, my father, he came to Bolivia when he came from Bolivia at the age of 19. He's 76 now, so he's been here vast majority of his life. He's American as apple pie, which apparently is English, but whatever. He's very American. But that's why I have all but he is why I have all these ties to Bolivia, like why I have Bolivian citizenship, why I have family in Bolivia, why I go to Bolivia at least once, if not 2 or 3 times a year. And so anyway, when I started going to Bolivia, so when I originally started going to Bolivia, it was with my dad. It was always with him. And then I guess maybe 11 years ago, I started going regularly on my own. And he was always very weird. He was very very concerned, or I'm just like, I'm really worried about you. Like, oh, I don't know. I'm really like, okay, but you just make sure you're safe and blah blah blah. Like he very like a parent, right? Just very protective. And it took him a while because I was going so regularly and so often to Bolivia. It took him a while to actually get over that. And he's mostly over it now. Like, and because I mean, 1 second. So he's mostly over that now. Although it still rears its head, but at this point, I'm more Bolivian than he is. Like, I mean, when he, like, there have been times when I've gone to Bolivia for like 2 months. And the most that he's been to Bolivia in like the past 10 years is 2 weeks. So it's like, I spend a lot of time there. So now my littlest brother, the baby of the family, I am the oldest of the family. And now the baby of the family, he wants to go. He's been there before. He's been there once before, but now he's going with his wife. And my dad is now being this protective papa bear with my little brother. But he's kind of trying. I can see him pawning the responsibility off on me because my dad wants to be there and like be able to like help my brother. And like Bolivia is it's like if you do a lot of like traveling, like as an American, England is easy mode. England is easy mode, right? Like that's just easy mode. France, easy mode, I'm trying to think of a country like what would be a moderate, I don't know, maybe like Czech Republic would be like moderate, right? Bolivia is kind of like, it's not quite expert, but it's hard. It's hard mode. And I think that's why my dad is like that, because it's not the easiest country to really navigate if you're not used to if you don't speak Spanish and if you're not used to a lot of international travel. And so my dad really wants my dad's I can tell that like his motivation is to be there so that he can like either go with my brother to Bolivia or be there when my brother gets there to actually like pick him up at the airport, make sure he gets back to the Airbnb safely, blah 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 blah. And but my dad, 76 years old, doesn't necessarily want to take that responsibility on, right? I think he just doesn't want to go. And so he's like, well, hey, you go to Bolivia a lot. You're there all the time. Like, can you do this? And so it's like, oh God, okay. So I already talked about this, but I'm going to revolve around Planet Me for a minute, and then we'll get back to Lisa. But so that now he's sending me text messages that my brother is going. Okay, let me look at this. This is a bit of a humble brag, but it's also a little bit of a like, oh God. Okay, so let's see. July. I don't know why July 2025 came up on the calendar. So this is the week I'm in Portugal. Let's map this out. Portugal. Okay. And then my brother, so he said my brother is going to Bolivia from May, but he sent me this message twice. So I'm like, is everything okay, Dad? Is everything okay? So they're going to be Christian. My brother's name is Christian. Christian in Bolivia. And so now, this is actually... Let's do a true representation of this trip. This is I leave on the 9th and I leave Portugal on the 17th. Okay. So it might end up being, God, that's a pain in the ass. Because I have to go to South Korea. So I would go to Portugal to South Korea, 2 weeks in South Korea. No, I don't know that I would want to do 2 weeks in South Korea. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. And then ideally, I would be in Bolivia by like the 2nd of May to pick my brother up on the 4th, but I have to be back on the 11th. Oh, God. All right. Sorry. Okay. That's enough. Okay. Let's look at Lisa's new message. Are we ready? All right, here we go. I am sending you this text because I don't know how else to do this. Well, okay, wait. Before I begin, Lisa, I can already see this is long. This is too long. I'm already going to tell you that. It's too long, but I will proceed. I am sending you this text because I don't know how else to do this. I'm not good with words in person, and this honestly makes me feel more secure. I would get rid of that line. I would just say, I don't know how else to do this. Leave it at that. Leave it at that. Don't over-explain. I am not happy. I haven't been happy in a while, and I think you can tell that too. I feel stuck. I'm not sure who I am or where I want to be, and I need to take time for myself to work on myself and figure it out. I do not want to be in a relationship anymore. It hurts me that I feel this way, and I wanted to not feel this way, but I can't help it. I can't change the fact that I'm unhappy and that I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm sorry I haven't spoken up sooner or given you a chance to do anything. This is another reason why I need to not be in a relationship. Effective communication is so important in a relationship, and I don't have that. I don't have the ability to sit down with you and say this to your face, which is a disservice to you and me. Lately, I felt more like a sex object than a partner you care about. Okay. This isn't a request for a change or so I feel like that sex object line, it's kind of like in there. Like it's like one of these things don't belong. It's just kind of thrown in there. But okay, let's move on. Maybe it comes back around. This isn't a request for a change or a breakup. I have reached a point where I can no longer do this. We both deserve to be with people who can give 100%. And I can't do that. I'm sorry for not speaking up sooner, but my decision is final. There's a little repetitiveness in there, but okay. We both deserve to be happy, and I'm not happy. Didn't you say that already? And it's not your job to make me happy. It's my job to figure it out. I need to set a boundary. I do not want to have a phone call or see you in person. I know we need to exchange keys, and we can in a week. I will only respond to text messages when I am comfortable. Please respect that. This is better, but let's clean it up a little bit. Let's okay. I am sending you this text because I don't know how else to do this. I am not good with words in person, and this honestly makes me feel more secure. I would take this out. And the reason I would take this out, it sounds like this is going to make him defensive. Like what? She like, this makes me feel more secure. Like, you're scared of him? So I would just take it out. Like, I mean, because that's just going to lead to questions. Just stick to the facts, ma'am. Just stick to the facts, not feelings. Facts. I know women have a hard time with that. Stick to the facts. I'm not happy. That's a fact. I haven't been happy in a while, and I think you can tell that too. I feel stuck. I'm not sure who I am or where I want to be, and I need to make time for myself. I'm on the fence about that entire sentence. I'm going to leave it for now, but I'm going to isolate it. We might get rid of it. To work on myself and to figure it out. Okay, so this sentence kind of goes along with that one. We'll just kind of put that there. We'll see. We'll see. It might not make the cut, but we'll see. I do not want to be in a relationship anymore. It hurts me that I feel this way, and I want it to not feel this way, but I can't help it. I can't change the fact that I'm unhappy and that I don't want to be in a relationship. I mean, you could. That's what I'm thinking when I read that. I'm thinking like, I mean, you could. Like, you could. But you don't know. You're under no obligation to, right? Don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, you're not doing anything wrong. I'm sorry I haven't spoken up sooner or given you a chance to do anything. That is another reason why I need to not be in a relationship. Effective communication is so important in a relationship, and I don't have that. This, I think, so I feel that this line is important to you, but I feel that this gives him room to be like, I can fix that. I can do that. I can work on my communication. I'm going to break that out as well. I don't have the ability to sit down with you and say this to your face, which is a disservice to you and me. I like that. Lately, I've felt more like a sex object than a partner you care about. That, again, that's going to make him defensive. It's going to torture him. I mean, if that's what you want to do, sure. But if you just want an honest, clean break, I would get rid of that line. This isn't a request, and maybe this is something that, like, in like a month or two, when you guys are like, you know, hey, like in 6 months or 3 months, like, you know, hey, like, you want to get coffee, and like, so why did you break up with me? And you'd be like, you know, like, towards the end of the relationship, I felt more like a sex object than a partner. And, you know, they'd be like, yeah, no, yeah, sorry about that. Like, I would save that for like a post breakup conversation, if there is a post breakup conversation. This is, let's see, disservice to you or me. This isn't a request for change or a break. I have reached a point where I can no longer do this. We both deserve to be with people who can give 100%, and I can't do that. I'm sorry for not speaking up sooner, but my decision is final. Okay. We both deserve to be happy. Didn't we just see this? I'm unhappy. I'm not happy. I haven't been happy. I think, and I'm not happy, and it's not your job to make me happy. It's my job to, I would maybe get rid of this one. All right, let me come back to it in a second. All right, let's see. I need to set a boundary. I like that. I do not want to have a phone call or to see you in person. I know we need to exchange keys, and we can do that. I would say, instead of putting a time on it, because if you say a week, he's going to be like, okay, in 1 week, what can I do in a week? No. And we can do that eventually. I will only respond to text messages when I am comfortable. Please respect that. That's good. Okay, so let's clean this up a little bit. Yeah, I was wondering about that, Will Tyler. Is it effective or yeah? I was wondering about that myself. But I think that this line probably should go. Okay, let's see. I'm sending you this in a text because I don't know how else to do this. I'm not happy, and I haven't been happy in a while. I feel stuck. I am not sure who I am, where I am. Okay. I do not want to be in really. I kind of feel like I would even get rid of this. I'm being brutal, Lisa. I'm being brutal, but I do not. I mean, like, I am sending you this as text because I do not know how else to do this. I'm not happy, and I haven't been happy in a while. Okay. I do not want to be in a relationship anymore. It hurts me that I feel this way, and I wanted to not feel this way, but I can't help it. I can't change the fact that I'm unhappy and that I don't want to be in, I would say, this relationship. Okay, maybe in a relationship. Maybe that's actually better. I'm sorry I haven't spoken up sooner or given you a chance to do anything. That is another reason why I need to not be in a relationship. I do not. Yes, let's do this. I do not have the ability to sit down with you and say this to your face, which is a disservice to you and me. This isn't a request for a change or a break. I have reached a point where I can no longer do this. We both deserve. I think maybe we can get rid of this. I'm sorry for not speaking up sooner, but my decision is final. We both deserve. Yeah, we both deserve. I would maybe do this. I'm not happy, and it is not. My college days are coming out with me. Where, like, I had an English teacher who's like, don't ever start a sentence with and or but, and, like, you know, sometimes you can, but, you know, okay. I'm not happy, and it's not your job to make me happy. It's my job to figure it out. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, let's read it once more. I am sending you this as a text because I do not know how else to do this. I am not happy. I haven't been happy in a while. I feel stuck. I do not want to be in a relationship anymore. It hurts me that I feel this way, and I want it to not feel this way, but I can't help it. I can't change the fact that I'm unhappy and that I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm sorry I haven't spoken up sooner or given you a chance to do anything. That is another reason why I need to not be in a relationship. I don't have the ability to sit down with you and say this to your face, which is a disservice to you or me. I think maybe we can cut this. Yeah, let's cut that. Okay. I'm sorry I haven't spoken up sooner or given you a chance to do anything. That is another reason why I need to not be in a relationship. This isn't a request for change or a break. I have reached a point where I can no longer do this. I'm sorry for not speaking up sooner, but my decision is final. I'm not happy, and it's... Let's see. I think maybe we could move this up here. Let's see. I'm sorry I haven't spoken up sooner. I feel like maybe the happy... Let's put the happy together. I'm sending you this as a text because I do not know how else to do this. I'm not happy. I haven't been happy. And it's not your... No, that doesn't flow well. I'm not happy. I haven't been happy in a while. I feel stuck. But it's not... There we go. There we go. But... Not bit. But it's not your job to make me happy. It's my job to figure it out. There we go. That's the good stuff right there. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm sending you this as a text because I do not know how else to do this. I'm not happy. I haven't been happy in a while. I feel stuck. But it's not your job to make... I feel like we can maybe even get rid of this, right? Like the I feel stuck. I'm sending you this as a text because I do not know how else to do this. I'm not happy. I haven't been happy in a while. But it's not your job to make me happy. It's my job to figure it out. I do not want to be in a relationship anymore. It hurts me that I feel this way, and I wanted to not feel this way, but I can't help it. I can't change the fact that I'm unhappy and that I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm sorry I haven't spoken up sooner or given you a chance to do anything. That is another reason why I need to not be in a relationship. This isn't a... okay, all right. So now I see where the effective communication line could be useful. I'm sorry I haven't spoken up sooner or given you a chance to do anything. That is another... Let's try that. I know, Lisa. I know. I'm telling you, like it is an art to learn how to say more with less. It really is. Like you will say more with less. I'm sorry I haven't spoken up sooner or given you a chance to do anything. This isn't a request for a change or a break. I have reached a point where I can no longer do this. I'm sorry for not speaking up sooner, but my decision is final. I need to set a boundary. I like the last part a lot. I need to set a boundary. I do not want to have a phone call or see you in person. I know we need to exchange keys, and we can do that eventually. I will only respond in text messages when I am comfortable. Please respect that. I like this. I think this is good. What do the boys think? So I see Lisa sent me another text message over here on the naughty boy screen. It's equally as long as the one we just pared down, as the one we just trimmed down quite a bit. Will Tyler says, to be clear, I'm not ending this. To be clear, I am ending this, not trying to string you along with a request or change for a temporary break. So she does say that. Where does she say that? Yeah, I can't change the fact that I'm unhappy. No, wait. This isn't a request for a change or a break. Change or break. Not change or break equals bad logic. This isn't a request for change or a break. I don't see the bad logic there. This isn't a request for change or a break. I don't think that's bad logic. You could argue that it's redundant, but I would say even that's a stretch. I don't know, boys. What do the men think? The men of the stream. What do the men think? Break is too close to break up. This isn't a request for a change or a break. I think it's pretty obvious. I gotta disagree with you there. So I think what you're saying, Will Tyler, is that the use of break here, the use of the break here could cause confusion where it might read as this isn't a request for change or a breakup. I don't think so. I think that's actually pretty clear. What was I going to do? There was something I was going to do. I was going to do live share read only. I love doing this. This is fun sometimes. How do I get the link? Where do I get the link? Oh, copy again. Okay. Let me put the link into the chat. So if you guys want to join my my Visual Studio Code session, there you go. All right, but yeah. I'm going to send this to Lisa. I'm sending you this as a text because I do not know how else to do this. I'm not happy. I haven't been happy in a while, but it's not your job to make me happy. It's my job to figure it out. I do not want to be in a relationship anymore. It hurts me that I feel this way, and I wanted to not feel this way, but I can't help it. I can't change the fact that I'm unhappy, and I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm sorry I haven't spoken up sooner or given you a chance to do anything. This isn't a request for change or a break. I have reached a point where I can no longer do this. I'm sorry for not speaking up sooner, but my decision is final. I need to set a boundary. I do not want to have a phone call or see you in person. I know we need to exchange keys, and we can do that eventually. I will only respond to text messages when I am comfortable. Please respect that. I think that's a perfect. I mean, it's not a perfect breakup message, but I think that's a very fair. It leaves no wiggle room. It also doesn't attack him. And it just is like, I'm not happy. I don't want this anymore. Let's just move on. So that, and I understand the need to kind of want to say things that, like, you know, I felt like a sex object or what. Like, I understand the need to kind of want to say those things because those are things that, like, you want to express and, like, you feel like you need to get off your chest. But it's going, the only real purpose it serves is drama. And unless you want drama, if you just want a breakup, just do this cleanly. No drama, straight to the point, facts only. I want out, I'm not happy. We can figure out the logistics after some time. That's it. That's all you got to do. I assume he's less intelligent than Lisa. Probably. Oh, Lisa's sending me another text message. All right, let's see what womanly things Lisa refuses. Okay. She says I made one change because it's important to me. Let's see what she added. I'm sending you this text because I do not know how else to do this. I'm not happy. I haven't been happy in a while, but it's not your job to make me happy. It's my job to figure it out. I do not want to be in a relationship anymore. It hurts me that I feel this way, and I wanted to not feel this way, but I can't help it. I can't change the fact that I'm unhappy and that I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm sorry I haven't spoken up sooner or given you a chance to do anything. That is another reason why I need to not be in a relationship. Effective communication is so important in a relationship, and I don't have that. Okay, I understand okay, so this is obviously the line that you added back because you said it's important to you. I get that it's important to you, and that's fine, that's fair, but understand that adding that line is only going to give him, oh, this is something I can improve. And if I improve this thing, then maybe she'll take me back, or maybe she won't follow through with this breakup. That's what that line's going to do. I understand you want to communicate that to him, but all that line is going to do is give him an opening. It's going to give him a little inch. No, I'm saying I don't have effective communication. I understand what you're saying. I'm telling you how he's going to read it. I'm telling you this from the perspective of a man who has been dumped multiple times. I'm telling you this. That is how he is going to read it. He is going to read it as, oh, this is something that if I improve and if I can show her that I've improved, then maybe she won't follow through with this breakup. That's what's going to happen. Just saying. Could latch on to that point and say, but we can fix communication. Exactly. But if I am the one who can't communicate, what is he improving? Lisa. Effective communication is so important in a relationship, and I don't have that. Oh, she feels she doesn't have it because I'm not communicating effectively. So if I communicate effectively with her, then she'll be happy and maybe she'll stay. Will Tyler says, "Gotta go. Good luck, Lisa." Yeah, I'm gonna tap out a couple minutes early as well. I'm telling Lisa, it's fair if you want to leave it in. Obviously, it's your relationship. You do what you're going to do. But I'm just saying, from the perspective of a man, and the other men in here agree with me, that line is going to give him an opening. I think what I tried to do when, Flava Pop is in the house. I can't go early if Flava Pop is in the house. Come on. It's Flava Pop. What the heck? Okay, so effective communication is so important in a relationship, and I don't have the ability to communicate. I still wouldn't leave it. I would just get rid of it. If it's important to you, then I do like what you wrote better, but I would still just get rid of it altogether. Robert, my name is Rob. No, your name's Flava Pop, man. It's Flava Pop. Where's the Flava Pop? Come on. Flava Pop. Lisa, who's in the chat room, she's breaking up with her boyfriend. So how would you feel, Rob? Like, I know you and your girlfriend are broken up like at least 3,000 times over the past 50 years you've been together. So how would you feel if you get this breakup message? I'm going to read it to you, Robbie. I'm going to read it one last time. I am sending you this as a text because I do not know how else to do this. I am not happy. I haven't been happy in a while, but it's not your job to make me happy. It's my job to figure it out. I do not want to be in the relationship anymore. It hurts me that I feel this way, and I wanted to not feel this way, but I can't help it. I can't change the fact that I'm unhappy and that I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm sorry I haven't spoken up sooner or given you a chance to do anything. That is another reason why I need to not be in a relationship. Effective communication is so important in a relationship, and I don't have that. This isn't a request for change or a break. I have reached a point where I can no longer do this. I'm sorry for not speaking up sooner, but my decision is final. I need to set a boundary. I do not want to have a phone call or see you in person. I know we need to exchange keys, and we can do that eventually. I will only respond to text messages when I am comfortable. Please respect that. Flava Pop is criticizing the by text decision. Yeah. But it is easier. It is easier. Good for her, Flava Pop says. I'm sorry I haven't spoken up sooner or given you a chance to do anything. Effective communication is so important in a relationship, and I have the ability to communicate effectively. You see, you're starting to drag it out. Like, you're starting to add more and more and more. Like, again, this is like, I cannot stress how effective it is to say more with less. Like, you say so much more with less. The more you say, the more it can be misinterpreted. The more you say, the more it can be twisted. So that's why I'm saying, say less. I still think you should get rid of the effective communication line. But I still think you should just give me his number and let me do it. Just give me his number. I'll do it on the stream. I mean, like, that way that alleviates you of all responsibility. Like, you don't have to do anything. Like, I mean, just let me do it. Let me do it. Ah, gosh darn it. She says no. Whatever, Lisa. Thought we were friends. You won't even let me break up with your boyfriend. Do it live on speaker. That's what I wanted to do, Matthew. I wanted to do it live on speaker. No, I need to do this myself. I know. I'm teasing you. Flava Pop says, we are in charge of ourselves and our happiness. Nobody's responsibility but our own, I've learned. Yep. So, Robbie, Flava Pop, when's the cross-country trip happening? I thought you were buying a truck and we were going cross-country. What's up? And now you're back. I know you're back in the house with your girl. Because where else are you going to go? No, you're back in the house with your girl, aren't you? I know you are. I'm waiting for him to say yes, because I know I'm right. Still looking for a truck. You're not looking for a truck. You're at home with your girl, smoking weed and drinking. That's what you're doing. And that's fine. That's fine. Stay away from the crack. Stay away from the cocaine. You blew a hole in your nose. Stay away from the cocaine. Stay away from the crack. Stick to the weed. Stick to the drinking. You're fine. You're as good as gold. Yeah, I'm in my chair smoking weed, not drinking. Okay, well, good. Even better. Okay, if you could just keep it to weed, I'm happy with that. I'm happy. We're not young men, Robbie, Flava Pop. We're not young men, Flava Pop. We got to take better care of ourselves. So, the best time to start taking care of yourself is when you're 18, 16, 17, 18. The second best time to start taking care of yourself is right now. And on that note, I am going to sign off for the day. Now that Flava Pop has come in, I feel that the stream is complete and we can actually finish. Let me go ahead and check this code in because I am going to go downstairs. I'm going to finish. I have 2 more episodes of Station 11. I'm going to go ahead and finish that tonight. I'm pretty excited. And I realize I've watched the entire series before, but it has been long enough that I have forgotten it. So that's good. All right, let me check this in. Flava Pop, you don't understand. Like Flava Pop, this game, Flava Pop is becoming a sensation. I am going to have a character in this game named Flava Pop. It's already been decided. And actually, I'm writing this game. Matthew has written several games, so he's working on another game as well. And so we talk about okay, the game he's working on, I kind of joke about this, but I'm kind of serious. Where my game takes place on a planet, and then, it takes place in a world, and at the end of my game, you fly off into space. And then that's where Matthew's game comes in, because Matthew's game is called Space Nomads. So now you're in space, and now you play Matthew's game. And then at the end of Matthew's game, you end up, follow me here, it sounds crazy, but work with me. At the end of Matthew's game, you end up on another planet that's a beach volleyball planet. It's not a planet that's one big beach. Wait a minute, that's a great idea. Why didn't we think about that? Okay. New plan. At the end of Matthew's game, we find a planet that is just a big beach volleyball. Oh my God, that's genius. That's so fucking genius. That's genius. So at the end of that, we're on a planet that's a big beach volleyball, and then at the end of that game, we still haven't come up with the premise. But the 4th game in this trilogy is called the Flava Pop Chronicles. And we're thinking that Flava Pop is going to be a character throughout the entire series. Flava Pop is going to be a guard in my game, and who knows, he's going to end up in space somehow in Matthew's game. Who knows? But Flava Pop, major character. All right, Lisa, I made one change, but okay, wait. Okay, so Lisa is asking me how this new section sounds. Let me put it on the big screen. I'm sorry I haven't spoken up sooner or given you a chance to do anything. Effective communication is so important in a relationship, and I don't have the ability to communicate effectively, and that is a disservice to you and me. That's better. I would still, Lisa, I would still say, okay, I'm going to type it out. I'm going to type, that's better. I would still say you should remove it, but if you insist on having it, then that's good. Not food, good. All right, boys. Okay, so Lisa, send the text message, report back here to us tomorrow at 4 p.m. because that's where I'll be. I'll be here with you. Hopefully you'll be joining me. Ironically, this breakup text is a communication masterpiece. Keep it simple, stupid, says Flava Pop. All right, boys. It's been fun. It's been real. We didn't make my goal. I tried to set a goal. It was an unrealistic goal. Like, I think I've gotten a total of like 4 or 5 super chats in the entire life of my stream, and I set a goal for 5 super chats. But whatever. Anyway, I'll try again tomorrow because you know what? I forgot what I was going to say. No, it was going to be something to the extent of you can't. What the fuck is this say? I'm losing my goddamn mind. You don't accomplish 100% of the goals you never try to accomplish. Whatever. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. All right, boys. I'll talk to you. Love you too, Flava Pop. I'll see you tomorrow back here at 4 o'clock. All right. Bye.